Somebody call a doctor because bad medicine is back. That's the answer. This is the Appleton Oak. I'm Mason
Give 'em
Quinn.
the thumbs,
Folks,
Quinn.
I'm very excited tonight because we are wrapping up the Underworld franchise. This is Blood Wars, and this is where our story apparently comes to an end. Our girl Kate Beckinsale has absolutely been crushing it in all of these with a little stopover with Rona doing her thing in the prequel. But these have been so much fun. You know, I just love them for what they are. I love to just dive into this world of, not having to take itself quite so seriously, but yet it did set a level of standard that many of you out there talked about in the comments for future movies to come. The sets, the music, the scenery, the dress, all outstanding. I can't wait to dive into this.
Well, I'm definitely ready, willing, and able to see this family affair continue. Now, we saw Subject 1 and 2 were out, but now it's time for Subject 0, and we're going to see where we go from here.
You know, we're rolling into the final one. I decided to pay tribute to wrapping this up with my vampire shirt here. No, it is not one of my Twilight shirts.
Thank God.
Microphone out of the way. The Lost Boys with our guy, Kiefer Sutherland, on the front.
Back before he was Jack Bauer.
So this is an OG vampire movie right here. I enjoyed the last two. Number 3, Rise of the Lycans. I actually really liked that one. The last one was entertaining. I'm almost a little sad because it has been a fun journey.
It's coming to an end.
All right, then, let's go!
Death dealer.
Yeah!
And I was good at it, but I was betrayed. Victor, our leader, was not the savior he had led me to believe.
Yeah, show his head. Yeah! Oh, there's your favorite actor.
There's my guy.
I found Michael Corvin, neither vampire nor Lycan. We retaliated. Killed the elders.
Oh, remember that?
I was captured, not knowing that I was carrying Michael's child, the first pureblood hybrid whose blood could end the war.
Oh, the Deagle!
My only choice was to hide her from the world, and from myself, so not even I could lead them to her.
What should we take out tonight? The Glock? The HK?
Take the big dog.
Grab the Desert Eagle.
It's light.
When I run out of
It
rounds,
weighs 4 pounds and only has 7 rounds.
when I run out, I can use it as a hammer. All right, she's trying to hide Eve. Have any of you folks out there had an Underworld binge party where you've just sat down with a bunch of people and burned through all of them? I'd love to hear about it in the comments.
We've tried so many times with Fast and Furious.
I'd love to be invited to the next one.
One night we got to 5.
Oh, she's on a bike. What's she going to be riding?
Nice.
I have nothing. I am hunted by vampires and Lycans. Now I am an outcast, a pariah.
A cool one.
I think that's a Triumph Speed Triple she's on.
Coming with us. Remember, he wants her alive.
Oh.
All right,
Oh,
boys.
now she's just getting pissed.
Yeah, you didn't think it was going to be that easy, did you?
Oh, she's changing.
All right, Quinn, here we go. Let's see what we get.
Oh, right on the handlebar.
Yeah.
Little head scissor. That's pretty
That was
badass.
way better.
That was way better.
Way better.
Oh, taking out with a Porsche.
Oh.
Hey, there's our guy.
So handsome.
Okay, we're excited he's there, and you're like, so handsome.
Let me have my moment answer.
Stop tracking me.
I'm not tracking you. I'm looking for Eve.
I'm the very last person who could help you find my daughter.
The Lycans are moving again. Your daughter's blood, it's a prize. And if they find her, Varys' power will be limitless.
Oh.
Oh, did he get him with one of the ultraviolet rounds?
Varys will find you.
Do you understand your message?
The old oblique shot.
Have you seen this before?
No.
I think I'm gonna need your help.
Here's what you gotta do. You gotta get a fireplace poker, push it all the way through, clean.
Yeah.
Get
Yeah,
some
clean.
gunpowder, put that in there, light it, cauterize it through and through.
Access cleared.
Oh, there it is.
Privileged to welcome you home at last, sir. Samira requests just a few moments.
And your name is?
Vargo, sir.
I should try to remember it.
God, I would love to say that line just
Why would
once.
you have to tell somebody that? I'll try to remember your name. Was that Adrian Brody?
Just the guy looking like him, I think.
I was going to say.
It's probably a stand-in.
It has been... how long?
Decades.
We are losing the war, Thomas.
Oh, surely you're safe here. The Eastern Coven is a fortress.
We are no longer the Coven, you remember?
It's never going to last.
Yeah.
You seem to be surrounded by new cadets.
Raw recruits.
There has never been a large-scale Lycan attack.
Yeah, okay.
How about your coven there, buddy?
I genuinely fear for our future.
So what is your plan? Samira, you always have a plan.
God, this guy's so good, isn't he?
Selene.
But you signed her death warrant
She killed Victor. I was his regent.
until he met Selene. So you want her to hunt Marius.
I want her to train our new recruits so we have 100 death
Was that
dealers.
supposed to be?
Bill Shakespeare?
No,
Marcus?
Vlad the Impaler, the original
Oh.
Dracula.
And the irony is that Selene's probably the purest of us all.
So the rumor's true?
She brought my son back from the dead.
Impossible.
I witnessed it myself.
Well, it wasn't quite like that. She went up and physically reset.
Yeah.
I need you to be my ally on this.
She won't risk coming here.
But these are desperate times, Thomas. Must convince the council to invite her.
What they say, desperate times, desperate measures.
Oh, everybody knows this guy.
Marius.
Oh, it's
There's
Marius.
Marius.
So who is he? Who is he?
Yeah, we're going to get the big reveal.
That's what we do from this side and that side. We just wedge them in and squeeze them out. Wedge them in.
Oh, I do not recognize him.
Really know him.
Oh, that was cool.
Are you a slave? No, then don't behave like one. Do you see Lycans fighting over scraps? Nordgau, Thuringia, the Lycan victories. I see vampires dead. I see entire regions annihilated. Together, we are strong.
Together, keep strong.
Oh, I thought you were going to say together, like family.
Who's going to get to Selene first?
Gregor, you were taken by surprise. Where is Selene?
Oh, you were not taken by surprise. Well, somewhat surprised.
She wants you to know that her daughter is gone forever. Do you believe her?
I put a tracer in her companion.
That means you're not completely incompetent.
Not completely.
That looks good when you're the only one who returns.
Yep.
I mean, the initial assumption is you're a deserter. You left. Oh, jeez. I mean, guy.
Been hitting the gym.
What is it?
Some sort of bullet.
Oh,
That thing.
To whom do you want us to offer safe haven and amnesty?
If we don't act decisively, the war will be at your gate within a fortnight.
No Lycan pack would dare to attack our coven.
You need Selene. Her leadership, her intimate knowledge of Lycans.
Pains me to say it, but Thomas is right. Pivotal element to secure our victory.
Yeah, I need you to float this idea.
Yeah.
Then I'll agree with you.
Yeah.
I will hold you, Samira, personally responsible for controlling her.
What? Yeah, but I thought that they were
Yeah.
joined.
What?
What?
Yeah, the old trace around. I'll get you every time.
Every time the boring tracer round.
Yeah, if you ever take a round and you think it might be a trace round, get it out on sight.
The Council of the Eastern Coven sent me to bring you in.
Every single one of them signed my death warrant.
Times change.
It's his seal, his handwriting.
It is the Council's humble request that you train us.
Think we'll get a Rocky montage?
Training.
Just hauling logs out in the snow.
I was thinking more stripes.
My father wouldn't lie, and he holds no grudge.
Lycans.
And if we destroy Marius, we destroy the greatest threat to her safety.
Yeah, it's not going to go so smooth, is it?
We dismiss them.
I don't wish to hear the word just again.
Oh, Marius got a pretty wicked scar there on his face.
That's an interesting one. Runs down the nose, but also down the neck continuously. So Very interesting scar. That gate looks secure to you.
Not enough to stop a bunch of Lycans.
How about the Rock rolling up in a big military vehicle?
Yep, blowing right through it.
He drives through walls.
He does.
Welcome.
Am I?
I've arranged a little soiree in the Winter Garden.
There's really no need.
Nobody could have worn, like, blue or anything.
That's all black.
No, they did it to mess with the one guy. Like, yeah, we're blue. I think it'd be cool. Oh, you guys. Oh, she changed already.
This coven needs moments to celebrate.
She looks like
To
they
us
couldn't
all.
get Jodie Foster, so they got her.
Oh, he's giving her the eye. He's not happy.
Is that full moon coming out?
Is it true that her blood brought you back to life?
Yes, it is. If you'll excuse me, my father requests my counsel.
I'm going to start using that from now on. I got to go. Somebody requests my counsel.
She's after Thomas.
On the contrary, I think I need protection from her.
I hope you see my bid for clemency for Selene for what it is.
She has lost even more than we can imagine, and she's important to me.
Oh, you've taken a fancy.
I mean...
We do not need Selene to destroy him. I am more than capable.
No, Varga, you are merely adequate. It's fortunate that we're not forced to rely on your skills for our survival. Yet unimaginative bedfellow is my area.
Oh, she's really just using this guy.
Yeah.
Yes, she is.
The puzzle will fall into place.
That's a known way to plot and scheme is.
Yeah, I've seen it once. I've seen it 1,000 times.
Oh, what's he got there? Somebody's blood.
Well, this guy's shooting
Oh,
up.
are they still using the super Lycan juice from before?
Don't aim where the Lycan is. Anticipate.
You mean you got a lead? That's a real advanced battle tactic there.
They don't know.
In wolf form, they cannot use weapons. And their thinking becomes much more primitive.
How many have you killed?
I don't keep track.
Please, continue.
My pack has probed the Eastern Coven's perimeter for weaknesses, and there are none.
When we have the hybrid's blood, we launch against the Eastern.
One of the first things a Death Dealer must learn, how to fight in confined space.
The one thing this training session lacks is unpredictability.
A lesson in combat unpredictability. It would not only honor us, but it would be invaluable to their training.
I don't believe.
She just gonna pop him in the face? Like that was unpredictable.
I'm hoping.
Selene will play the role of Death Dealer. I will take the role like a villain.
I made the invention myself. You invented
a cage?
A cage to fight in?
It's circular.
A circular cage?
Nobody has ever made a circular skate.
Impressive.
Like how he used the steel beams that they use in WWE old school.
Side of the cage. Oh, the knee. No, we're using knives here. Oh, she cut him with... Or she got cut with a silver blade, maybe?
Well, silver gets the...
yeah, against the Lycans, but...
Do not trust your opponent to fight with honor. Don't move.
Some sort of... Something was on the blade.
Yeah, something coated. Garlic, maybe.
Nightshade. Leeches into vampire cells, usually fatal. Her strength, there will only be pain, followed by paralysis. UV bullets.
Did you honestly think I would forgive you for killing Victor?
Oh, this is it. They're going to try to 86 her?
Oh, wow. He brought her in here to... What a plot twist.
Yeah. What's going on with Varga? Oh. Look at that.
Oh.
Wow, that was cool as hell.
CGI budget got a little higher, that's for sure.
All that I need to rule this coven and end the march of the Lycans is your blood.
What about the bodies?
Conclusive evidence of the atrocity committed by Selene.
If I was her, then I would just say, bite my arm. And suck my blood, you'll see my memories.
Yeah, that's true.
We need to find Selene.
Cordoned off.
Step aside.
There's more than one way to move around this coven.
Oh, cool. Who doesn't want a house with secret passageways?
Oh, everybody does.
What the hell have they done to her?
Bloodletting.
She's in the mirror.
This is gonna kill her.
Eventually, yes, but it would be agonizingly slow. If we're not very careful, we will do her more harm than good.
Oh.
That's cool the way his robe is dragging through the ashes. That's a cool little touch.
Selene uses only this particular weapon.
This is precisely what I foresaw. Their blood is upon your hands.
So I did everything.
Do not speak to me. I want her hunted to the ends of the earth.
Shall be done.
And I want her captured alive.
Alive? Well, that's...
Oops.
Because he probably wants to get her blood and get the truth.
Oh,
that
I
would set the whole ball rolling.
Bite into the neck.
It would go all the way back to even Victor and all that other stuff. They would find out the whole truth.
The whole truth.
Father and son united in treason.
Carry on with Selene. I'll deal with that.
Oh, boy. All right. Let's see how good Thomas is.
Go! Now!
Oh! Oh! Lost our guy.
The sun will burn you to ashes out there, or you can die with some grace in here.
No.
He's got 60 seconds to figure it out.
It's got to be gone in 60 seconds.
There it comes.
Couldn't you hide under a car, maybe?
Well, all day?
They can walk in the sun.
You need to feed. You've lost too much blood.
Oh, okay.
There's the memories.
David.
Take them now.
Go! Now!
It's quite the tinting they have on the car, too, so they can drive it maybe during the day.
I'm very sorry that you lost your father.
Strange to lose someone you feel like you never really knew. I feel the same about my mother. I have almost no memory of her.
Die of Eve. She made me promise I'd never look for her. I would never consider myself having a daughter.
Okay, that's what we heard
That's what we
earlier.
heard, yeah.
Yep.
Selene must be wiped from the pages of our proud history.
Alexia, see to it that you do.
I don't think Alexia's on the same page as her.
It's definitely the car. No sign of where they went.
Spread out across the city. Search everywhere.
I'm wondering if that's her daughter right there.
No, we haven't had that much time pass. I think she just
Her daughter
believes
was.
in
I think
Selene.
her daughter was old enough in the previous one where she would recognize her as an adult.
Yeah.
You know.
No, she just knows what's up, I think.
I will be more powerful than Cassius and any vampire in this coven.
That's what it all comes down.
It's always power.
Selene and David are heading north.
They will run to the only remaining coven to afford them safe haven, Vardor.
But Vardor is only a legend.
I would not give it such an elevated status.
The old Lycan Fight Club.
Yeah.
You need to be more careful.
Oh, she's working with her. Or he's working with her. What's that?
Oh, we have another Romeo and Juliet.
Whoosh.
I risk everything for this. For you.
I know, my love.
Samira grows more insane for power with each day. She must be stopped.
I cannot attack the Eastern Coven without the blood.
Whoosh.
They always have a good twist in every movie. Sometimes multiple twists.
I didn't see that one coming.
No, I thought she was going to help Selene.
I mean, I took a wild shot in the dark with it being the daughter. Where'd they get the horses?
From a guy.
Yeah.
Well, they're sending them back.
They're going
so.
back. Yeah.
Sending the horses back out.
Oh, look at
in
that.
that weather.
They know where to go.
Yeah. There's obviously footsteps there prior. A nice little Aurora Borealis there. Did
Did you bring an ice axe? I got a pocket knife.
That's their ice climbing gear, a little pocket knife.
Hey, when you're a vamp, that's all you need.
Hello?
Where is everyone?
Watching. We come seeking sanctuary, not to fight.
You've come to the right place. My name is Lena. Follow me.
Luna?
Lena.
Lovegood?
Oh, instead of being an all in black, they're all in white.
Ah, the Nordic vampires are blonde and we're all white.
And they got the little armor on there.
Kusi Piftin. Sami.
Does the great death dealer truly come in peace?
I do.
You must excuse the attention. Our coven doesn't receive many guests.
And what of the Lycans?
We are too far removed for them to take notice. Our climate is quite an obstacle to warm bloods.
Ah, smart.
Such an honor is usually reserved for a highborn, a grand elder. Amelia.
Oh. How could a grand elder have been my mother?
I have something for you.
No, look at that.
It's a sword of Gryffindor.
Well, it's not glowing blue, so that's good.
The Lycans will cower from the very sight of it. Thomas knew that one day you would be beset by enemies on both sides. Your mother and father spent many months within the safety of these walls. Victor grew suspicious. Then your father spirited you away before Semira arrived with her troops.
She abandoned her only son for the sake of her precious counsel.
Amelia asked me to give him this.
Is it blood so he can take a drink and see your memories?
I bet it is.
It's gotta be.
I bet that little capsule, I bet that's what's in there.
What do you need?
Nothing. I just need to be left alone.
I did not know your father well, but I know that his greatest fear was to lose you.
At least you fought for your child, Selene.
Yes, and lost.
Well,
You have pure blood heritage, David. They protected you so that one day you could lead. Your mother left you a gift. It contains the gift. The mother's love, a single drop of her blood. Maybe it'll help you decide.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just go up these nice slippery rocks.
Careful. Don't spill it.
You only got one drop.
Just drops it right off the mountain.
I mean, a hot tub in a castle like that, I would say otherwise would be... what in the heck? What is this now?
What is this?
Valisa, the in-between place. She took a poison. It allows her to visit the sacred world. When she returns, she'll see this world with new eyes. We have long known there's more than just this world. I see much about you.
Such as?
Killed a vampire elder and given birth.
Stop.
I see you have lost your daughter. If you want to keep her safe, you will need to go further.
I have seen so much war, so much killing.
And not a scar on my face.
Yeah. Well, she heals.
Mm-hmm.
Buzz Killington over here.
Amateur. Oh, is she gonna go into the sacred world?
Amelia!
I name Alice. I'm so stupid.
Lycan, sound the alarm! Close the doors! Move!
Just as I spoke of peace, war has followed you here.
Oh, you're gonna need those.
We have to get you away.
No, we can't let these people die.
Yes,
Hell yeah.
sir.
Yeah, now he's ready.
Oh, just
give him the old.
Just a few practice twirls and he's good to go.
Oh, he knows what he's doing.
Well, I know, but it's like, yep, I know the weight distribution. I'm good.
Oh. Oh, in the face.
This way, man.
Okay, she should be able to do some cool shit here.
Oh, got him.
Thought she was gonna phase on him or something.
Oh.
Oh, they got this dude all trained up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she's getting him good. Oh, cut him right in half.
Oh, that was nasty.
Sweet.
Right in half.
Marius.
Let's out of the way, red shirt.
Jeez.
It's just working Selene over.
Ugh, right to the wall.
I expected more from you. Tell me where your daughter is.
I don't know.
All I want is her blood. I give you my word. She will not be killed.
Oh!
Whoa!
Oh, come on, the bulletproof knees again.
Look at the old landing.
Yeah.
Oh, but
swords right there.
Like her.
Oh, cracking things into place.
Oh, why is his face still? What the hell?
Wow, he's-
both.
Yeah.
He's in Lycan form, but his face is still the
human.
same.
Mind your surroundings, like in Batman Begins. Done the same.
Oh,
done the
nice.
same move on the dance floor.
Yeah, look at that.
What? Come on, that was so cool.
There you go, right in the chest.
Oh. Oh, how much can this dude take? She impaled him with it. Apparently a lot.
Is he only able to stay in that form for a bit? Or did he choose to?
Oh!
Oh, damn
this.
I don't know.
Nice.
Jeez.
Gene Simmons' daughter over here?
They've gone.
Read you.
Look at the eye.
She doesn't know.
Oh!
My time is done.
Okay, well, we're not losing Selene.
Jesus, there was a lot of them in
I'm running
there,
out of
huh?
time. We must strike against the Eastern Covenant now.
He's running out of time. Wait, what?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, he only had one vial left when he had to shoot himself up.
Maybe that's why his face was still there. The stuff's wearing off.
Yeah.
Though. What is she doing?
Trying to get away, I guess.
She going into cryo or what?
Well, I mean,
what's
she was
happening?
communicating with Michael or trying to.
Yeah,
Her eyes
I
went
guess.
brown. Do you see that?
Yeah, you guys don't think we lost her, do you?
You think she was trying to make her way into the spirit world?
Well, I think maybe that's where they're going to bring her. Yep.
Inga.
Oh.
Praise the life that has lived.
Oh, is it finally ready?
You know, we prefer styrofoam cup. with
No, we
straw.
don't. We really don't.
Power.
Why are you so
Such a
drinking?
seductively simple thing.
Could use a pinch of oregano.
Seems a little wasteful, doesn't it?
Yeah. You know, normally you get like 4 or 5 straws with one that big.
I mean, she doesn't need it all.
Yeah. Whoa, look at that.
Ah, fascinating.
So now she has the same powers.
You should stay here, David. This can be your home.
They need a leader.
I mean, if you're gonna have a new vampire leader,
that's your guy.
I mean,
Gate secure, perimeter checked. Clear.
Westgate clear.
Uh-oh.
What news do you bring?
A massacre. The Lycans attacked the fortress of Vador.
Lycans in the north.
Dozens of vampires have been killed.
Was Selene amongst them?
Killed by Marius himself.
You've done exactly as I hoped and planned, if not more. You see, information is power, and I collect it.
Oh, she's gonna bite her and see her relationship
Selling her
with
out.
Marius.
Thank you for leading Marius to the Nordic Coven.
Yep, she knew all along.
Must be delighted with his momentary success.
Oh! Oh, they just keep hitting us.
Wow. Of course she knew all along.
Nope.
To hide behind these walls increases their advantage.
We cannot take the war to Marius. This coven has held for 15 centuries.
I hoped you would show strength. I was wrong.
What is the meaning of this?
Classic line.
You are relieved of your duties as council members, effective immediately. The traitor returns.
I will make you pay for what you've done, Samira.
Marius and his army are heading this way as we speak. I come to save my people.
Your people.
I am David, son of the great elder Amelia.
Oh.
Amelia had no son.
She had the foresight to know that my claim would be challenged. For the council.
Oh, they all get one.
Yeah. Because he probably put some of his in there. Maybe.
Amelia.
Oh, they just smell it and they know it's her. Okay.
His claim is true.
You're outnumbered and outgunned. Varga, your orders still remain. I said, kill him.
No,
You swore to serve me.
I swore to protect the leader of this house.
They're here. Lock her away until she can be judged by the council.
You can still be forgiven.
Gag her as well!
My man.
Come on, move that box.
Wait, did he just give him a magazine with... If you were to go back and rewind that, he gave him a magazine with the ultraviolet.
Ultraviolet,
ones,
yeah, I saw that.
which are meant for...
Yeah, well, they
vampire.
might have just been
It's just a little... screw up,
enhancing
I'm sure.
the color, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it was just a filming mistake.
Yeah, they're not knocking.
We're rolling in with
No, they're-
riot shields.
They're showing the UV impacts on the shields there, I thought.
He looks like a bad guy straight out of straight out of the Lost Boys. Oh, what do they got here?
Oh boy.
What is this thing now? An ultraviolet grenade?
Yeah, does it explode maybe? Yep.
Oh, it's
they're
busting
blowing
windows.
holes in the
blowing
yep.
holes in the windows.
And the walls, yeah.
Fuck!
Yeah, that burns.
Yeah,
fast,
they hit
too.
that
There's
light
like,
and
you
they're
hit it, it's over. Yeah.
immediately. Yep, he's standing in the light. Oh, just eating rounds.
Oh, he spit them all out.
Oh, they got the fast ones coming in.
Oh, they're friends from the north. Oh, wait.
Was that?
Is that Selene?
Wait, is she?
She have the power now? She does. With blonde hair.
She's got blonde hair. She can stand in the light, and she can move like
super fast.
Oh, it wasn't a poster answer.
I saw you dead.
I'm here. I brought backup.
Okay, get them all they're changing. Oh, I got the horn sounding. Look at that.
Coming
Look,
from the
everybody
back.
came from the north to throw down.
All right, let's take care of this guy.
He didn't hold just unload on it. Oh, this poor guy.
That wasn't even a chance.
Yeah.
I've already killed you.
Oh, nice.
Her.
Oh, she got out. Well, he has to claim his rightful spot here, so he's got to take her out. Oof.
Oh, did you see those walls?
Yeah. Somebody's going into those. Oh. He was the guy who went after him.
I wish your father was alive to see this.
Oh, she's finding it, isn't she?
Yeah, well. Oh, that didn't work. Oh. Whoa.
Wow.
She wants to.
Yeah, she
learn
wants
more.
to know.
What are you?
That's where he got the blood. The vials.
Oh, he took the whole thing.
Yeah.
Thought usually he just
does a little bit. Damn, come on, Selene. Oh! It's the old heart move.
Oh, the spine!
Pulled it right out.
Holy shit. She just ripped out his friggin' spine.
Holy Sub-Zero, Selene.
Your leader is dead. Take your wounded. Leave.
We fought our greatest battle in our darkest hour. This may at last be a time of peace. Our final two covens must find strength in unity.
It's like Gatorade.
From hunted to the highest honor.
Took 5 movies.
I may live 1,000 more. I no longer fear death. For I have known it once already.
Yeah,
I am reborn.
Details
And
of
my
her
eyes
crossing
have been
over.
opened to the sacred world. There is no beginning. There is no end. There is only becoming.
Oh, teasing us like that. I want another movie.
That sure felt like the tease of another movie.
Oh, we gotta have another Underworld. Come on.
What was this? 2016?
2016, yeah.
See if there's
getting a little long in the tooth if it was gonna happen.
See if there's a
little post credits for us. Doesn't look like it. Sony. How could you do that to us, Sony?
Oh boy. Well, there you have
this.
Wow.
Folks, that was the Underworld journey. That was Underworld Blood Wars. Man, what a fun ride these movies were. You know, so often we'll watch really, serious, impactful stuff or, stuff that really makes you think. But every now and then, I just want to watch stuff and be entertained with a really good story. And this had that, man. This was a great story with a lot of twists, a lot of backstabbing. It almost had a bit of like a Game of Thrones feel to it with all the backstabbing and the quest for power and the alliances. And, I know this one didn't have a very big budget, very similar to the other ones. But, they put it in where it mattered. Okay, it was $35 million was the budget. But man, they put the money in where it mattered. Like the Vampire Coven from the North, they looked badass with they were in the white with the more Nordic Scandinavian type look with the armor on the outside. That looked really cool, and they had some traditions that they did. So I loved the style of this movie in particular, as well as the style of all the Underworld movies. All the comments you guys were having with some of the other movies, it totally makes sense now with the style, the music, the costumes that they used, the fight scenes were absolutely incredible in this. Man, we got a ton of them. We had some ridiculous deletions, I guess I'll say. We had some fatalities and just the way they were done, it kept surprising us with every battle and all the little unique gadgets that they used. I mentioned in the first one that I really liked how they incorporated that, how they incorporated the myths and the stories of vampires and werewolves and what they're vulnerable to and what takes them out, and how they adapted that to the modern weaponry that they were using. Of course, we had the silver sword that they were using, that David was using at the end there when he finally accepted who he was. And they really set this up for another movie, but unfortunately I don't think it's going to happen. And this whole Underworld series, I just wonder, again, with the popularity of shows like Game of Thrones and True Blood and all of those, I almost wonder if this was made into a series and gotten picked up by HBO or somebody like that, I wonder if it would have been different and if it would have been received different from critics, because overwhelmingly we've gone on the Wikipedia page and the critics kind of give it a big goose egg. They're not fans of it, but audiences really enjoyed it, and all of you out there absolutely love this series, and I enjoyed it as well. Absolutely. So I wonder, what could have been with the world of Underworld if it had gone to a series, if it would have came out when streaming was more popular, had Amazon picked it up. I mean, you could just do the what ifs all day, but getting back to this one, I really enjoyed it. I love the story. I can't wait to hear what these guys thought.
Yeah, I thought that Laura Pulver as Samira, wow, she was a lot of fun to watch, knowing that she knew what was going on the whole time, even with what she did to Alexia. I kind of figured she might know when she's like, go by yourself, but we had no idea yet that she was even being a double agent. That we saw that she went up and hung out with Vardar. Not Vardar. I'm sorry, of Marius.
Yep, Marius, the leader.
So it was kind of fun seeing that whole little chess game being played. But then how about like even Vidar or Varga, which then changed sides. God, their names are just so similar. It's kind of fun to try and figure this out. So yeah, Bradley James as Varga, where like he's like, no, I'm only going to appease the leader of the house and totally switch sides, and
That's
then
not you.
Yeah, and then helped out our boy David, only normal name that I can pronounce just fine on here. But yeah, Theo James really brought it. Kate Beckinsale again was just amazing as always throughout this whole series.
Just a legend.
But this was another fun one. Just seeing the battle scenes were really amped up in this one between the Northern Covenant and then the Eastern, and just the scenes were just bloody and just everything you expected. Even when he sliced the one right in half, and just wow, just
they knew where to spend the money.
So it seemed like where they spent the money was in the right parts. I love the way that they had to climb up the mountain with just a pocket knife. That's just even it's so.
Bear Grylls too.
He probably did it on one, but it was just one of these fun ones that just sit back with the guys and watch and just have fun and have a few of the moments.
Yeah, we definitely
with some of the things that we saw in this one. I wish we could have saw Scott Spedman back, but whatever. But and then I love that they did kind of throw a teaser in there. Now what we saw was possible as of 17, then she said, Beckinsale said no in 18, but then in 21 she said never say never. So who knows? And they could always go back to the drawing board and go back to the original and do, like you said, a Netflix Amazon series. And I think they could do a lot more with it now. I mean, this was actually fairly good CGI, and this was 2016. Yep. Now it's 2023, about to be 24. They can easily have really amazing CGI to really bring this to life.
And the last I saw in 2023, Kate Beckinsale hasn't aged a day, so there's a good chance she might actually be a vampire.
Right?
She is Selene. Selene is Beckinsale.
Mason Quinn talked about in the beginning, kind of if you watch these movies for what they are, I think they're entertaining. Mm-hmm. This is a movie that I think I would have had a lot of fun watching in a theater. And I think I could have watched it twice in the theater. It's a fun movie. If you're going to if your job is a movie critic to break down, all the ins and outs of the plots and to break down acting and CGI and stuff like that. Look, I get where some of the critics, like, that's my job as a movie critic. It's not just to say, wow, I thought this was fun. Like, that's the thing is reactors, we're like, hybrids, right? We're part critics, but part just was this entertaining, right?
Yeah.
And we say that
Yep.
all the time. Was this fun? What would we change? Did we have an enjoyable time watching it? Of course, we're not going to completely ignore the plot and you know, in the way the movie is produced, but we have the luxury of not just being a critic. We get to say, did we enjoy it? So on one hand, I understand where the critics went after it. The CGI, was it better? Yes. Was it great? No. And for 2016, yeah. But look, it's difficult to take a human face,
33 million,
take a human face and transform it into that. Like,
Yeah, they did a.
I don't know that we've even like. I'm trying to think of movies now that show people transforming, and it's like, it's tough to do. I think you know.
Some folks in the comments were recommending Van Helsing, so maybe we'll have to check that one out.
I've heard of it, familiar. I think it's Cade, isn't it, with Hugh Jackman? It's supposed to be another like vampire movie. You haven't seen it.
Well, yeah, he's the one
But,
that hunts down Dracula, Van Helsing.
Yeah, Van Helsing. Yeah.
But anyhow,
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's too
But
many
you
vampires.
digress.
I digress. The only reason I've seen Lost Boys is because it's like a classic '80s.
Yeah.
Right. It's not as much like.
Well, the cast has got to be
see
amazing.
The vampire story. But yeah, it was entertaining. You know, I didn't think the plot was bad. You had the Lycans finally had a leader that was, you know, kind of organizing, you know, another surge against the vampires, and this time they needed the hybrid blood.
Michael.
You know what I felt like something they could the flashbacks and the memories. It's like sometimes it's boom, 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 and they expect you to like, oh, now I understand everything. Where it's
I think
like,
that's why they did the double with her and the knife.
I think like sometimes like they could have thrown in dialogue, and I'm not like, look, sometimes it's all you need is to see something happen. You're like, oh, that happened. But sometimes I think, you know, like I'm wondering what all got left on the editing room floor.
Right.
You know, like the last, you know, she could have said to Marius, oh, you were the one who, you know, you killed Michael and you drank his blood, like something to.
Well, she did say that. She did say you took out Michael.
Yeah.
Right. But I mean, just like as they're going through like the flashbacks through what happened at the thing, it's like instead of having dialogue, they just do these quick, and they're very quick and very aggressive flashbacks. So it's, you know.
Yeah, just a little bit on the editing there.
Yeah, I can see that, you know, being something that upset people. But all in all, you know, it wasn't a terrible plot. Look, is the acting great? No. Was Kate Beckinsale great? Yes.
Theo was great.
Look,
Theo was just dreamy and handsome.
Theo James, you know, I mean, he's Theo James, right? You know, Charles Dance. I mean, what can you say about Charles Dance?
Legend.
Find me a film where Charles Dance doesn't just knock it out of the park. You know, he's good in everything, and so I don't know what the critics all said, but I look, you got to like Charles Dance. So his performance was good, you know, but even comparatively to the other Cassius, it's like, you can't really compare Charles Dance to Cassius. But you know, in James Faulkner, I'm seeing right now, he was Randall Tarl in the television Game of Thrones. So he's been in some stuff, but you know, Charles Dance for me is like, he's the iconic like vampire, like bad guy, right?
Yeah.
You only know him from Last Action Hero.
In this world, the bad guys can win.
He's been in so much.
Yep.
But so some good acting performances, I think, a decent enough plot. The one thing I will say, and I'm not sure if it's going to make the cut, is that for a vampire movie, they did, and like that's kind of what it is. And it's interesting that when you go on Wikipedia and you read it says it's a horror movie. It's like, I don't know that it is. It's like vampire action, and that's what I like about
action
this movie,
suspense.
is even if you don't love the plot, if you don't love the vampire stuff, if you take issue with, you know, the transformations and some of the CGI, the action scenes were pretty cool in these movies. Kate Beckinsale's, her fighting skills, her athletic ability is incredible. And there's been some shows that we've watched where you take somebody who, you know, who may not be, you know, very skilled in that department. You have to teach them up for an acting role. and some people nail it, and
some don't.
And some
Hey,
people,
Michael Cera nailed it,
and some people don't. You take like like a Keanu Reeves or a Halle Berry in the training that they did for
Wick.
John Wick, and it's like, I mean, just next level. And then you take some actors or actresses, and it's like, oh, we're picking you for this role, but we need to train you to fight,
Right.
and it doesn't work out. And I don't know Kate Beckinsale's background prior to these movies, but she is a badass.
Yeah, I mean,
and when she's going through these fights, it doesn't feel like it's forced. It doesn't feel like this is somebody who is, this was out of their wheelhouse. I mean, so all the way around from her acting to her fighting. And I was really impressed with Theo James's fighting too, because in his previous roles that we watched in the Divergent series, there was some combat, but not
like this. Yeah.
Not like this.
Yeah.
So I was really
That where he was
impressed
using a sword.
with Theo James. His performance I thought was pretty good. His fighting was really good. His abs, I mean, 10 out of 10. So I mean, I thought
It's a 10 out of 5. The scale only goes up to 5. Still a 10.
10 out of 10 for Theo James's abs. But look, I think in this series, I think Rise of the Lycans was probably my
your
favorite.
huh?
And I think everybody has their favorite for different reasons. But overall, I thought this was pretty entertaining. I understand. I'm not going to sit here and say, screw the critic. Like, there's times I've watched movies and I'm like, you know what? The critics can kick rocks. Like, this was a good movie. I understand the criticism that it received, but on the same time, audience scores. Like, look, that's I think what counts as far as how much weight we put into other people's opinions of the movies. But what I will say is I agree with Mason Quinn that I think in the answer that I think a sequel done in today's day and age with the right budget, whether it be a TV series or in film, could be really cool. Look, technology and CGI, the advancements are exponential. Yeah. It's not like we made the same advancements from 2020 to 2021. Well, 2021 to 2022, it went more and more and more. Yeah. And I think with the right budget, but I'm sure we said this the whole time.
Yeah, with
films
all of
1 through 5.
Yeah.
If the next one has
because the
enough
stories
budget.
were great, the acting was great. All they were held back by, if you want to even call it being held back, was the budget. Because if you're a fan of that genre of vampires and werewolves, and you love, the True Bloods and the Supernaturals and the Vampire Diaries and all that stuff, which maybe one day in the future we'll get to. Not making any promises, don't hold me to it. But if you're a fan of that, like, this is a 6-movie trip or a 5-movie trip that you got to go on and enjoy that.
When I watch movies, it's interesting because I watch those movies and we have Kate Beckinsale, we have Charles Dance, we have Theo James, and some actors that have done some other stuff, but it for a blockbuster film like that's action like this, I think we're used to seeing maybe a few more heavy hitters in some of these movies or a few more names. And we've watched TV shows and movies where there's names that we haven't recognized where they killed it. But I think a movie, like if they were to do another one, I'd like to see Kate Beckinsale. I'd like to see Theo James back. I'd like to see some of these bigger names back. But I think sprinkling in a few names that audiences are going to be drawn to theaters for. I think if you just come back and say, hey, it's another Underworld movie, it's like, okay, we like Kate Beckinsale, we like Theo James, but you throw a few more names in there, like throw like a Luke Wilson and not Luke Wilson. Yeah, Luke Wilson from Fast and Furious. He was in he played Dracula. That's the guy shot.
Oh, Luke Evans. Luke Evans. Yeah.
Luke Wilson.
I was like, where's he going?
That'd be even better.
Luke Wilson.
That's Owen that has.
Owen's got the nose.
Oh my
I get
God.
it mixed up.
Sometimes you think you
Luke
found
Evans
true
would be
love and
great.
you catch the early flight home.
Yeah.
Luke Evans, excuse me. But Luke Evans, I will say, like one of the vampire series I did see the Dracula movies because I'm a huge Luke Evans fan.
Guy's great.
Love Luke Evans. But so I don't know if you could get him in something like this because he did Dracula, and I guess that's what makes me think about it. But a couple of heavy hitters like that would really pull in audiences, and I think you could have another one that's a real.
With that,
well, with that being said, guys, I really enjoyed this one, and I know a lot of you out there didn't care for the later Underworlds, but for me, I thought they just kept getting better and maybe that's part of it too because we got more story. So for me, this is another 4 out of 5 answers. This ties the last one that we did, which was Awakening. And again, maybe I'm a little bit biased because I really enjoyed the entire arc of all the characters that we had throughout the series, and I just thought it was a lot of fun and the type of movie that I am apparently now into, thanks to all of you out there recommending stuff.
Me, I thought it was a slight step back from my previous score, which was a 3.8, but it's still a 3.5. I thought it was still pretty solid, but there was room for improvement.
I'm going to go with a 3.25 on this one. I thought it was an enjoyable movie, still a score north of a 3 for me. Was it the best one of the series? No.
No.
Was it something I'm going to drop a 2 on? Nope. Thought it was a fun movie. Thought it was enjoyable. We always say that. Was it enjoyable? Was it a fun watch? It was for me. And so I'm going to the 3.25.
And it left us wanting more.
Well, yeah, and left a little teaser.
I would go to the theater if we didn't have a reaction channel and watch the next one in a heartbeat.
Well, we'll hold them to that. So for Appleton Oak, that's Mason Quinn. I'm, of course, Answer. Good night, pals. Well, not too good of a night. You'll get bitten.